Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building a little small house thing. It's been a while since I've recorded a video, so I feel kind of weird talking to myself again. And I'm streaming later today, so I feel like that's going to be even weirder because for some reason voiceovers I can kind of get back into more easily, but streaming is like, I don't know, it feels like I just started every time I take any kind of significant break. And for anyone who doesn't really pay attention to like schedules and stuff like that, YouTube doesn't really have much of a schedule, but Twitch kind of does. And I took most of last week off and then the beginning of this week off because I had Thanksgiving break from school, so I was home and at my boyfriend's house, and originally I was going to come back to my apartment for part of the weekend and you know, work on video stuff and stream and all of that, but then some plans changed with like family and friends and things, and it was just more convenient and easier to, you know, not come back to my apartment and waste the gas coming here. Also, sorry if you can hear any like background noise of boys screaming because the people that live next door to me are like kind of loud, and they like to make a lot of noises. So anyway, yeah, so I decided to just like take the whole week off. It was really nice, but now my motivation has like plummeted. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this because this is just kind of like a common end of the semester thing if you're in school, or if especially like university, I feel like, but maybe even high school. I don't know, I can't remember if I experienced this in high school. But yeah, I think I did. But it's like after any kind of significant break, it's like you come back and you know that you're so close to the end that you're like, okay, I just kind of want to be done now. And all of the motivation just like goes away. And that's kind of how I feel with everything at the moment, which is a little bit difficult considering that, you know, I really enjoy making videos and streaming and all kinds of fun stuff like that, but it's like, I think it's because I took so much time off, which really, I mean, it's not even a week, it's like 5 days, but that still feels like a lot to me because I'm used to working on some aspect of streaming or, you know, making builds and stuff like that at least like once a day or every other day at the absolute like max if I have, you know, something crazy going on with school. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel kind of like blah right now, so that kind of explains the super tiny house after I've been gone for like almost a week, because my plan was to, you know, get back to working on stuff Monday, but I kind of didn't do any. This is all my fault, like this is my problem. I kind of created this for myself. I'm not like asking for sympathy or like, oh poor me, like I have a lot of school stuff going on. It could have been done over break, but I just decided to give myself the whole break to not do anything, which was really nice, but also, I don't know, it worked out, so I think it's fine. I have mixed feelings because I'm like, it could have been not that stressful on Monday, but to be honest, Monday wasn't even that stressful and everything worked out, so I'm pretty content with my decision. Anyway, moving on. On Tuesday, basically, Monday was my first day back to class, but I only have one class on Monday, so that was like no big deal. And it was like our last class meeting as an entire class. We have a couple meetings because that's my video production class and we're like making short films. So our like next class is today, which is Wednesday, which is when this is going to be posted. So hi, happy Wednesday if you're watching this the day that it's posted, or some random Wednesday in the future. What a coincidence. I don't know. Anyway, we have like production meetings with our professor, so we have to like go in as teams, and we're only meeting with him for like 15 minutes to let him know our production schedule, whatever. And I'm actually kind of worried about that class because I haven't had much to do since I'm editing and we're not done filming yet. So I haven't really been doing anything in that class, and I'm not used to making time for that class in my schedule. So when I have to start editing, that's going to be like real crunch time, because for my own YouTube videos, I'm like, because I do this as like a fun hobby, I don't put all that, like I put effort into the speed builds, but I don't put that much effort into the editing. So you know, I don't know, I don't want to stress myself out over a speed build video if I want to post like 2 to 3 of them a week, you know? Does that make sense? But then if I have a school project that relies on me editing well, then I'm gonna put a lot of time and effort and energy into that. So I'm just a little bit nervous for that, but we'll see how it goes. Send me some happy thoughts with all of that going on. Anyway, oh my god, no, I just realized, oh, okay, I did take those away. I thought that it made my columns fall when I went back into this build this morning, but it did not. They're fine. I took them away myself. Never mind, don't mind me. Probably just making this more complicated than it needs to be. Anyway, Tuesday, which was yesterday for me, I have 4 classes, and in 3 of the 4 classes, I had an assignment due. The first class after Thanksgiving break. So that was kind of a lot, and that's why I didn't stream on Monday like I normally would. So yeah, that was kind of sad. I really hate canceling streams for school stuff. Like, I would rather just prioritize better or like get my school stuff done at a different time, but I really didn't have a choice because I had a presentation that I had to prepare for with a friend because we were doing the presentation together, and the only time we could meet was after class when I would normally be streaming. But our presentation was really good, and everyone, well, not everyone liked it, but most people liked it, so that was good. Yeah, there was kind of there were these 2 girls that were just like making faces the whole time because they're basically just rude, and I get nervous talking in front of people anyway, which, you know, might seem dumb because I sit here and I talk to myself for like almost, what, like 11 minutes straight right now, and sometimes like 20 minutes straight, and then I sit here and talk to myself with an audience for like 3 hours straight when I stream. But for some reason, it's completely different when I stand up in front of a group of like 20 people in real life and I'm telling them about like school stuff. So I get really nervous, and these 2 girls were like making faces the whole time. I think they just didn't agree with what our topic was, which is like all well and good, like they can have their own opinions, but they were just making like obnoxious faces the whole time, like they couldn't believe that we were like saying whatever we were saying. I don't know, it was annoying. But yeah, that ended up being fine. Like, our professor liked our presentation, which is all that matters, and the people in the class that I value their opinion liked our presentation, so, you know, that's good. But what else? Then I had, oh my god, I had another class where we had something due, and it was like our project proposal for our final project, and our final project is due in like 1 week, so that's kind of crunch time. That was the class that I was supposed to be doing like a Sims build project thing, like I was gonna build houses in Sims and then use them for my project, but that was stressing me out way too much, so now I'm doing something else because I do this for fun. Like, I build and I furnish, and that's like my way of relaxing. Like, I'm also obviously like doing it to be productive for YouTube, but it's like simultaneously me relaxing. So whenever I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna build something for school, I was like, nope, I'm just gonna build a small little tiny house, and it's gonna be however I want it to be, and I don't care about like color theory and all of that. So yeah, I just kind of changed my project, which I'm a little bit sad about, but it was putting a lot of pressure on me, so I think it's for the best. Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, then my last class was fine, even though I was like freaking out about it because we had to do like we're doing a brand project, and I don't know if me talking about my school projects is like boring to anyone, but I think some of them are like kind of interesting. But our last project in one of my design classes is like a brand identity, so we have to come up with all of like the branding colors and fonts and stuff, and how like the branding things are supposed to be used, whatever. But one of the things we had to do was make a logo, and I was like, oh, that'll be fine. No, it was not fine. I like design things to an extent, but I can't make a freaking logo. Like, I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to like use Adobe products that well, and that's what we have to use for the class. So I threw some things together because we didn't just have to make one logo for our like fictional company that we're making branding stuff for. We had to make 3 of them, and I was like, okay, well, we're just gonna do some stuff, and I felt like they were really bad, and I made them in like 30 minutes before class, but my professor actually really liked 2 of them, so that was kind of nice. Made me feel a little bit better, and that went well, even though I'm always nervous because we do these critiques in that class, so basically we just spend the entire class going through everyone's work, and then, you know, people raise their hand and say like, oh, I think you could do like such and such better, or oh, I like this design better than this design because of this, and it's very helpful, but I'm always so nervous about them because I'm like, these people are going to tear my design apart. Even though that, I think it happened like once, but everything they said I already knew was wrong with it because I did it really fast, so I was worried that was going to happen again yesterday, but it ended up being okay. I think I'm just really hard on myself sometimes. Like, I still I mean, I definitely don't think that I'm like great at any of the design stuff, but I also know that I'm not like terrible at it. But whenever I'm doing it, I always feel like I'm terrible at it. So that's just something I probably need to get over on my own. I don't know, talking through things helps. I've missed this. You know, thank you guys if you're still here listening to me ramble about school and stress and nonsense. Let me know if you're in school and you're stressed, or if you can relate from when you were in school and stressed around this time of the semester, because we're in this together and I need that support. I don't know, it's a lot right now. I think it's just the time of the semester. I'll be fine in like 2 weeks. We'll be good. 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. Because next week I have half class, half finals, and the week after that is finals. My school has finals for a week and a half. Isn't that insane? I think that's ridiculous. I think that they're just drawing it out unnecessarily. Anyway, just so you know a little bit about the house, this is for a single mom. If I didn't try to clickbait that in the title, now you know it's for a single mom. And, you know, their toddler sleeps in the room with them because it's a tiny little house, and they have a doggo. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and hope you're having a great day. Bye!